So NBC News fact-checked it, saying that he would need a miracle. That was, remember, they said he'll need a miracle to pull this off.
Check.
And there was also Governor Cuomo who said it was bad news that it came during the Trump administration, and said that he would work with other governors to stop the vaccines distribution. So let's just go to a montage. Remember, Donald Trump said, hey, we might get a vaccine, or certainly an answer on a vaccine. And we talked about it. We were fact-checked on this show.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year, this is how they responded.
We're looking to get it by the end of the year if we can. Maybe before. We're doing tremendously well.
How realistic is this goal?
I didn't hear anybody say by the end of the year was likely or probable, as the president says.
You have 2 months, and we can't let this vaccination plan go forward the way the Trump administration is designing it, because Biden can't undo it 2 months later. We'll be in the midst of it. And I've been talking to governors across the nation about that. How can we shape the Trump administration vaccine plan to fix it or stop it before it does damage?
Because Biden can't undo anything unless it's a 6-year-old's bra. He can do it with his teeth, like a cherry stem.
Wow.
How are you so good at that? Years of practice.
Do you know?
I'm just waiting for the article from CNN that says something like how to get 2 vaccines.
Right. Yes. So this is, again, now we have good news. We don't need a lockdown.
Right.
We're going to have a vaccine. And you want to talk about, you want to ask, can science be politicized? The governor of New York was saying, we will not distribute this vaccine if it comes under the Donald Trump administration. What does that have to do with science? The primary, for me, the litmus test should be, does the vaccine work?
Right.
Yeah.
And this isn't coming from Donald Trump, by the way. Yeah. It's coming from also Big Pharma. I guess we stopped hating them now?
Right, exactly.
Right. And it's not Donald Trump in a lab coat with beakers backstage going like, hey, let's make some vaccines.
No. Although I would trust him more than the CEO of Pfizer.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm happy. I'm optimistic about the election. Really. I'm optimistic about Donald Trump, but I am furious.
You're going to Bud Dwyer yourself.
I am furious that they actually want to do this disservice to the American public as it relates to, you know what? I don't think that COVID is all that. I licked popsicle sticks from people who had COVID, still don't have it. I think it's because I smoke cigars. But I care about, I have a 97-year-old grandmother who I love. I play Rummikub with. She talks mad trash. By the way, her husband was the one who was mayor, city supervisor of Bloomfield Township, where there was a flip of 6,000 votes. My roots go deep in Michigan.
Yeah. We want people to be healthy.
So Mike Pence tweeted out, walking G.I. Joe look-alike.
Really?
There's a symmetrical face.
That's a compliment.
If symmetry is your goal.
Huge news. Thanks to the public-private partnership forged by President Donald Trump and Pfizer, announced its coronavirus vaccine trial is effective at preventing infection in 90% of volunteers. That's good. He was immediately fact-checked. New York Times reporter Virginia Hughes wrote that Pfizer has never been a part of Operation Warp Speed, and then Vanity Fair ran a piece saying that Mike Pence falsely takes credit for Pfizer vaccine, is promptly told to F off. And this is where Vanity Fair, they're doing work. What they do is they take an article, right? They find a bunch of random Twitter eggs who don't like Mike Pence saying, we hate you, and then they write a whole article about how everyone hates Mike Pence.
Yeah. No, look at everybody agrees.
Well, here's a fact check. Turns out the fact checkers were wrong.
Oh, no.
Pence was right. Pfizer was a part of Operation Warp Speed. And here we go. We have an overlay right there from some guy who actually blocked me on Twitter, so I assume he doesn't even like me. They were a part of Operation Warp Speed. They're trying to get, rather than say, hey, we have a vaccine that's 90% effective, good news, Americans, they are trying to shout from the rooftops like the Ricola guy, Mike Pence lied on a technicality of the vaccine. Help Americans, media. Help Americans. How about that? How about you serve the people who pay your salaries? Less and less, mind you.
And it was
thanks to this guy. Where's the fact checker outside of us? Where's the fact checker of New York Times? Hey, there have been stories I've watched on YouTube regarding this, which is basically just someone saying Mike Pence said this, and then he was fact checked.
Right.
YouTube, where do you fact check that? Shouldn't you just put? How hard is it for you to just put underneath those videos? Pfizer was a part of Operation Warp Speed. Pfizer did benefit, did work alongside Operation Warp Speed. How about just making the auto-suggested video, this crooked-faced Pfizer CEO saying, we are very thankful for Warp Speed? How about just that, YouTube? Never shows up? Never shows up.
No.
It's not, are there rules? It's, are there rules applied equally? And this leads to dead America. And you know what? We've actually helped play it. We've actually worked alongside. It's not just government entities with Operation Warp Speed ourselves.
We haven't talked about it a lot.
We haven't talked about it a lot.
Right.
But we've worked with Warp Speed by repeatedly testing previously untested vaccines on Brendan.
Oh, good.
And I think, Brendan, for days on end. Brendan, thank you for doing that. Brendan, how are you feeling there in the cubicle? Good.
Oh.
Well, you know what, Brendan? Thank you for your service to this country with Operation Warp Speed. We really do appreciate it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Listen, we are patriots here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. It's just going to make Americans sad. Okay.
I think. Oh boy.
Oh, man. I think one of them will work eventually.
I like that kid.
It's a sacrifice we're willing to make, though.
You know what? We tested every vaccine on him other than Pfizer's.
Oh.
Which, looking back,
He's the guinea pig.
we had the choice.
Yeah. He might still get the coronavirus.
He might still. We might have actually just injected him
I think
with COVID.
He might be the personification of the coronavirus.
And something else.
Yeah.
Turns out vaccines are only supposed to have enough to build immunity.
Okay.
We just gave him the full dose of viruses.
Why would you do that?
We didn't know.
For science.
We couldn't know.
Watch Good Morning Mug Club live every Monday through Thursday at 10:15 Eastern.